Hello everyone, my name is Fen Muir, and this is Starsector. So last time we had made this god-awful atrocity that was this. This thing, let's just say it's bad. So, instead what we're going to try and do is we're going to attempt to put some antimatter blasters there, and then probably just point defense all the way around. It won't be amazing, but when it gets in close, which this can do, it'll be able to do quite a bit of damage. Now, with the things I currently have, I can't do a ton with this, but it is decent at playing keep away. If we do... Oh, what am I doing? We should go here before we do that. Well, there we go, I guess. So, if we were to put, say, point defense on these, and then use... We don't have any of the kinetic lasers right now. So instead I'm just going to put tactical lasers on everything, just as like a placeholder. But, in essence, we can keep the enemy at range and not have to really worry about them too much. So let's go ahead and do that. Where is it? I wish these were all alphabetic. That would be so much nicer. Instead of having to look through all this. Okay, so I realize there's better options here, most likely. But it is what it is, I suppose. Okay. The other thing is we have some sort of... We have something down here which increases the... range. Let's see. Integrated targeting unit and extends the range of ballistic and energy weapons by, for this case, 20%. So, the exception, more special good. Alright, so that makes to where these lasers all have a range of 120 of 1,200 instead of 1,000. So they outrange everything. These have a good range now as well, or at least decent range. So now our ship can outrange the enemy, can keep the enemy at range, and do at least some damage to them. On top of that, our flex far outstrips what we would need. So with everything firing, that would be 300, 500, 620. Well, it doesn't outstrip it all that much, but it exceeds, our dissipation exceeds it. So, that is at least good for us there. So this ship is not great, but hopefully we'll find some like graviton beams or whatever they're called to go here, and that'll make it a bit better. It's still only good at keeping smaller craft at bay, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead, repair our ships because we are smart people, and and start stripping things off in space. And let's think about where we can make some money. So last time we had gotten drugs, fuel, and supply queued on these. So that's great. I would like to add a patrol HQ to this, just to add more ships to our little star system here. But we're gonna need some supplies. We can buy a bunch from Majek, and a bunch from Kazeron and Syndria. So let's see if let's go. We have a good amount of fuel. Let's go Majek. Let's go Majek, Asconia, Thule, Aslan, and then probably make our way down to Nachiteka to try and buy some fuel. So we bought, yeah, we go to Nachiteka and then Syndria. So we can get the fuel for cheaper, and just try to get as much out of what we can. So these, their base cost is going to be 30. Let's just throw those into the stockpile. Alright, so we have a lot of Marines. That's great. The Marines will sell for a hefty profit in some locations. We can buy them for cheap at Umbra and Karas. So, how much will Umbra buy fuel for? About twice. So will Connie and Chalcedon. So let's stock up on fuel. We can sell this to them for a profit. So let's stock up on that as well. Okay, so let's get out of here. Let's go to storage, drop these off. And hopefully it's not right near the end of the month. It's not. Okay, good. So, where do we want to go first? Epiphany. Let's go to the Conta's Den, Epiphany, Chalcedon. Here, let's go to... We could go to Epiphany, but it's not going to be all that great. So let's just skip Epiphany for now. Who wants Marines? Chalcedon and Epiphany both want Marines. They'll pay a decent price for them. We'll buy about 1,000, so we're going to hit Chalcedon first, and we'll hit Epiphany on the way back. Alright, so Chalcedon is where we go first. Actually, something about Connie? Where is Connie? No, not Connie. It was Asher, that's it. So they're a good place to buy supplies at. And they have 400. How many can we take? About 400. What can we leave here? Okay, so that places us below the amount that we can buy at Connie. So let's go to... Not Connie, I think it was Cannon or something. All these places, Asher. So we need to go to Asher, buy lots of supplies, and then we can go sell all the fuel, sell all the supplies. And so one thing that I thought was interesting was that it seems as though these are in the back. So I think how the fleet works out is it starts from the front and they put them in the back, and then the next line in the front, and then maybe the next line in the front of that. So what happens if we put these back here and then get in a fight? Do we still suffer some major problems? So pirates are on their way to Drugs R Us. Well, hopefully they'll find themselves a bit overmatched. Taking some harvested organs over to Eldfeld. We have some friends. Alright. And let's make our way to Canaan. Or Canaan. Let's try to avoid these storms. Nope, didn't make it. Scheiße. But let's turn off that transponder and slip our way to Canaan. This is the Ludic Church, so we will leave our transponder on. And we want to buy lots of supplies from you. Very good. And they will buy Marines for a low price. I don't want that. So how long until the bloody pirates show up? 21 days. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so that's where the Starworks are. The Starworks listed anywhere up here? No. So, in that case, let's go to let's go to Chalcedon. and see what happens. So hey guys, enjoying the playthrough? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video if you like the video. So the Luddic Path wants us to survey a world. Well, they're gonna be wanting for us to do lots of things. The faithful trader from the Luddic Path, yeah, I bet. Alright, so Chalcedon, you need Marines to fight in your terrorism. You need fuel to fuel your terrorism. You need supplies to supply your terrorism. And I would like people to crew my ships. Okay, well. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have once again we've once again made our money back. So, we could bombard them at some point, we probably will. And murder all of them, kill them all. Why not? But what can you do? Alright, so next up, for supplies is Epiphany and then the Kanto's Den. Over here we have Kani and Umbra that will both buy pretty well. So let's go to Kani and then Umbra. Kani is here. Like, who's that freak? No! Alright, so they would like, we can buy supplies from them. We'll do that. We will sell fuel to them. And they don't seem to want anything else. And they don't have Marines either. So, they don't have anything that we want right now. I'm not too worried about that. Do they have any ships that we might want? No. Wait, do they have any of the... They don't have any of those graviton beam things. So, now we're going to make our way to Asconia. Make our way into Umbra. That's kind of far, so we're just going to transverse jump out of here. Save ourselves some time. Make our way to Umbra. I wonder what causes those hyperspace storms in deep hyperspace. I'm just curious. Alright, let's transverse jump right in next to Umbra. Ah, very nice. Let's sell them all the stuff. Wait, what? Oh. Darn. Well, let's turn on our transponder then. And let's make our way to Sindria first, and then to Umbra. What is our... Yeah, we could take more stuff from Sindria. Alright, so Asconia is currently having a pirate problem. And I would like to capitalize on this as much as I can. Alright, so we're going to buy supplies from them. We'll buy fuel from them. We'll buy Marines from them, insofar as we can. And then what else can we get from them for cheap? We're probably going to be pursued. So, now we're going to make our way over to Umbra, and hopefully not get jumped on the way there. Because if I can make my way to Umbra, that would be preferable. Let's hope they go after that person and then eventually leave. Don't worry guys, I'm totally just making sure no pirates come out of here. No smugglers either. Nope, gotta stop those smugglers from coming in here and causing problems. No, really, guys. Really? Alright, so we're going to make... Oh, let's see. What do we have here? Nothing that's great for that ship. We made a little bit of money. And nothing there that we need. Cool. Well, I think it is time to transfer this jump out of here before Syndria shows up. Did he even get there? I assume he tried to. But you know, maybe those... Maybe the... what would it be? Maybe the attack by the... Maybe they got to the star system and then immediately just got mobbed by all the patrols and just slaughtered. So I don't have to worry about them anymore. They're all dead. So, who wants to buy supplies? Yeah, Orthus and Samara. Mayasura. Epiphany. So let's look at Samara. We can buy fuel at Samara for slightly under price. We can sell in Sagan, kind of the opposite direction. What about here? Alright, well, supplies are extremely expensive, so where can we buy fuel at? So Nachiteca. So we're gonna go Nachiteca, then Samara. That is our plan. So we're gonna hit Nachiteca. Then we're going to go to Samara, drop off some supplies, or buy some, I don't know which way. We'll figure it out. And then we will head back and see what we can do. So it's pirate activity in Aslan. Cool. Turn on that transponder and make our way into where we want to go. He's ignoring us, ignoring us, ignoring us. Nobody seems to be paying us any mind. That's good for us. I'm happy with that. So let's buy all of this on the black market. I would like to buy more Marines, but what can we do? They're not interested. Well, you know, they are kind of interested in buying them. It's about at normal cost. So let's go ahead, because we bought them for cheap. Let's go ahead and go down to about what we would need. We can get 32k off of that. And we can also buy their supplies. Now that means we can buy Marines now, which is great. These I'd like to pick up, but we're probably going to be stopped by the authorities, by the Popo. So, let's see what happens. Yes, they're coming after us. He wants us to know, stop right there, criminals come. And now that they have stopped us, let's go and buy more Marines, more fuel, heavy armaments, drugs. And these guys almost do what we do. And I think this is above price. So we're going to leave that for now. Anything we can buy here that we want? Not particularly. And no. Alright, so they just stopped us, so they're unlikely to stop us again immediately afterwards. And if they try, we're probably faster than they are, so we can outrun them. And over here, that's pretty expensive. But we can sell, we can buy drugs. Yeah. Now they've gone up in price. No, our stores are fuel. That's the problem. So over here we can buy more Marines, or at least as many as we can afford for 20k. Alright. Thank you, Black Market. And now let's go ahead and make our way out of this system. And we're going to be going to... We're still heading to Samara. Do they want to buy anything from us is the question. No, we would be buying things from them. So we know that Chalcedon wants to buy Marines, Chalcedon wants heavy weapons, and Chalcedon wants... They don't want drugs. Well, that's nice. But Marines, heavy armaments, gas, and supplies makes Chalcedon a very attractive place to go. So, let's make our way there. And hopefully we don't get stopped. You want some? He does not want some. Alright, so we have Curtis Spencer out there on the fringe. We have Cameron Coldwind out there on the fringe somewhere. So I might go murderize them. Alright, so we're making some decent scratch now on that black market. Ugh. Man. That was nasty. Oof. Alright, so let's go to Chalcedon. Let's see what we can do. Hello, Pirate Trade Convoy. We want to get here before they do, so we can make all the money. So they'll buy this for a premium, that for an extreme premium. Ooh, ah. This for a lot, that for a lot, and this for a good amount too. Now that's not a good price for them, but yeah, it's not a good price, so we're not gonna bother. Like that, we just made 1 million credits. So that's good for us. I like it. They have anything we want? Nope. They don't. Aside from all the money. Alright, so let's make our way to Majek. So we can check the tires, so we can see what Tritachyon has to sell. We're going to scare the pirates, and then we're going to leave. Alright, so off we go. Not getting stuck in multiple hyperspace storms and our ships battered and bruised. So turn on our transponder and make our way to Tritachyon. Alright, so prepare our ships because it's faster. Do they have anything we want? No. These could be nice, but not at the moment. Alright, so we can buy supplies for them for cheap. Fuel at cost. Marines, I believe, at cost. We can buy heavy armaments at cost, which Chalcedon still wants a ton of. We can buy drugs. Pretty close to cost. And there we go. Let's take all of that and make our way. It's about at cost. We'll take it. Harvested organs. Chalcedon really likes harvested organs right now, so we'll take those as well. And we were just being the Chalcedon outfitters, aren't we? Hey Chalcedon, what do you like? Drugs? Well, no problem. We got you covered. So, what is that? Proximity charge launcher. Nice. Alright, so now we have everything that we could want. Let's go ahead and head back to Penelope and get that second, and get that, geez, what is it? Having a brain fart here. And get that, oh, what would it be? Thingamajig. Since that patrol HQ up. Or at least bought. Alright, and away we go at maximum burn speed. Hello, Pirate Armada. You're going to die. So, let's kill the pirates. You know what this means, right, Pinky? Let's just full assault them. Because they're getting ready to try and destroy my station. And I don't want them to do that. Kill them all. Kill them. Kill them dead. Ah! So he actually does something. Alright, so... Alright, so, there we go. Well, he's probably a bit off, so... He's probably going a bit too far ahead. So let's turn off full assault, so he'll turn back. And... yeah. Try to keep him from just dying. And I believe the enemy like how the enemy fleet's already getting pushed back by that rush. Alright, so oh yeah, there he goes. That Colossus has no prayer. Alright. So let's have these guys kill him. Let's have these guys kill him. And you, yeah, go ahead. Focus on murdering him, please. Just let him do what you do best. He will eventually overflux himself. Right, how are we doing over here? We killed those two destroyers. No, we haven't. He is in the process of dying. Yeah, there we go. Got it. And where is he? He's still over here doing his thing, trying to chase down the space frigate. So we're going to cancel that order. We're going to now go back to a full assault. And I'm going to assume command. I should hear. Good. Alright, slowly pick him apart. No escape. An autopilot back on, and there goes that drone tender. Alright, so, and like that, we have saved our nice little ship. Now, of course... oh, that's right, we just let them all go, right? So we got one of these, that's what I was talking about. So we'll probably slap that on there. He is now no longer a threat to drugs, fuel, and rock and roll. So, now that we're in here, let's go ahead and take this. Put a graviton beam on it. Needs a little bit more supply. So we're going to do that. We will most likely get rid of the converted hangar eventually to slip the other one on there. And because it has plenty of point defense, so it shouldn't be a major problem. Alright, so he just fires infinitely. Alright, so we have 4 is all the point defense. Where's the graviton beam? So that's 2. 2 doesn't use all that much, nor to, so the graviton beam uses as much flux as the normal lasers, so interesting. It does about 100 damage, this does about 75, and this does double damage with shields. So that's pretty nice. 2 of them should be able to be at least somewhat effective. We might end up putting more lasers here just to get rid of some of the point defense and increase the killability, the killing power of this. That costs what? 4 ordnance, and this costs 4 ordnance. So, alright, I think we are fine on that, on that regard. So, let's manage the colony. Let's give it a patrol HQ. So it can at least defend itself a little bit more. It is exporting a lot of money, and it is hyper stable. Okay, so yeah, supplies. I think supplies are made at heavy production, heavy industry. Yes. So we're going to need another world with refining on it, which I think, yeah, that'll be the next thing for our larger, for our original planet. I think we'll be refining. Cool. Okay. So let's go ahead and move along. So it's a free port. Let's give it some growth incentives so it grows super fast. 29%. All right. So it should be good to fight off anything like them if they show up. Let's take this comms array. Oh wait, we could go here and salvage and scavenge. So let's do that. Nah, we don't want those. But we will take all of that. Let's look at this derelict wolf. Begin salvage. And alright. Let's lay in a course to go and take this comms array from the pirates. Fast picket, fast picket. Okay, so we did it. And they, yeah, it's a small picket. It'll have no problem slaughtering that. So, very good. As opposed to Ishmara we go. What can we find at Ishmara? Anything of concern or use for us with Ishmara? What is this? Independent. We have a convoy over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop off all these weapons here at Ishmara. We'll confirm, and then we go over here and drop off all of these for now. So, What else can we do here? Let's go to manage the colony. We can add another industry. Here it's going to be refining, because refining is low upkeep and this place has a high upkeep cost. The last industry will most likely be commerce. We could do fuel production, but the simple reality is that that cost of fuel production is going to go from, say, 23,000 up to 2.5 times that. And we don't want that. So, cheap here to ensure that we make as much money as possible. Our drugs are being supplied internally, but we need some harvested organs, which I think drugs is actually taken care of for us. So that is good. This will make it to where the heavy refining, the heavy industry has everything it needs internally, so we won't have to be dependent upon trading factions for that. We'll just have more. We'll have as much exports as possible, while minimal imports. Okay. So, what else do we have? Let's go and make our way to do more trading, but actually let's go do some bounties. Let's first, we have lots of supplies, we don't have lots of fuel. So how much fuel can we get here? We can get a lot of fuel. We could go running around spending fuel to get more fuel, or we can just fill up here. That will still keep us in the green, or in the black as they say. And let's look at some bounties, because we want to go kill some bloody pirates. So he's way out there. Who's the other person? So there's 86,048. Okay, well they're right next to each other. They might be really dangerous. No more dangerous than they would likely be than any other ship. So let's go out there and kill these guys. Cool. So we know, what do we know about them? He's rumored to be hiding out in a desert world in a system with a white primary star in the Yabadish system, the Yabadish system. So a white primary star in Yabadish. So it could be here, or it could be here. So, oh, it could also be here. So white dwarf, white dwarf, white dwarf. And that's a different system altogether. So we're going to be here. We might as well just make our way out from here. This is the main issue. They're pretty much in solid deep flux, and solid deep hyperspace, which means getting to them will be a complete pain. So if we go to tile, maybe we can slip here and then slip in that way. Maybe this is the softest path in. That's what it's looking. So we'll actually want to start here, just go around and then slip through this to get in there instead of trying to brave all this deep hyperspace. So that's what we'll do. We'll go there. And away we go. Alright, so are you guys happy that we're now doing bounties? That we're hunting down people for hopefully profit and not everybody dying? Let's find out. Bring drugs RS, mercantile convoy. Well, I don't want that to happen. So we're going to just join this battle. They're running away now. That they are running for their lives now. We'll just order our second in command to handle it. let's commit this, just so we make sure we kill them and take no losses. We destroyed a good number of them. Let's pick through the wreckage. It's decent, I suppose. Now let's interdict them just so the prospector can get there no problem. And let's just finish them off, shall we? No one gets to come into my system and start attacking my people. We'll murder every last one of you. Didn't get the specific type of ship that we wanted, that's fine. But now we'll just take off. Show him who we are. And we're over full fuel capacity, but we won't be for very long. Alright, so seems to just be the people who make their entire careers out of being out here in deep hyperspace. Not that I can really speak. I've made my entire career out of smuggling. All that money. Okay, can we thread that needle? We can. We cannot thread that needle. Alright, well. Let's see what we can find here. First off, found this fleet. There might be that fleet as well. Yeah, they're both together. So he does not want some. Goody. Let's see if we can just sustain burn catch him. Two of these together won't be that big of a problem. So him and his allies, let's move to engage and let's kill everyone. Okay, so we're gonna have these two protect you. You're gonna be on. I'm gonna have you go here. Have these two protect him. He goes here. And these two protect him. And he goes here. Alright. So, what do we see up here? A decent number of enemy ships. And we're going to give some nice orders to them fairly soon. We have that cruiser up there. So, let's give our kill orders now. So our strike orders are going to be against these. What is this? Still a frigate. Okay. All of those dead. The battle will be greatly simplified. Okay, so let's cancel these move orders, and then let's cancel these guard orders. Where's the last one? He's in here somewhere. There. Alright, so he's gonna die. Yeah, there he goes. And this Heron is up in the front for some reason. Let's see, autopilot is still enabled on that drover, and we are slowly making our way through the enemy. Alright, so that mule is going to be having some problems. It's going to slowly start picking through his armor. But over here, everything seems to be going well as again. This heron, for some reason, is just kind of charging this guy. Alright, he's super dead. No, he's not. What do you know? Probably super dead after all the next wave died. So, this seems to... Alright, so all these small craft are just getting picked off by the wasps and the everything else. How's he doing? He seems to be very slowly winning this combat game. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, he will eventually win. But, because he is currently out of position, let's have everyone just pick him up. And there he goes. The next most out of position person is him. So let's have everyone focus on killing him. Alright, and at this point all of their major ships are dead. So we can full assault and win. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll start really focusing on killing this mule. And I can also just start piloting my ship now. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have him fly over here and help to kill this one, but he'll probably be dead by the time we get there. So, go for it. Kill the wolf. Hunt him down. Goody. Turn autopilot back on. And we are currently just hunting everyone down. So they died, no problem. He does not seem to have sustained any hull damage. And these drone tenders will not escape. No escape for drone tenders. And away he goes. Alright, well. I think we took out both those pirates for 2 pirates for the price of 1. So we need to kill this phase ship. 1 drover should be able to do this, no problem. And there it goes. So let's pick through the wreckage. There isn't anything there that we're really going to want. Doesn't look like we have another one of those graviton beams yet. But we'll take it. Like that, we have made some money, and our faction has improved with these 2. So let's scavenge, because there's a nice large scavenge here. We don't want that wolf. And what do we find here? Let's go to next. Hit this. And what do we know about the one planet here? We know that we have that preliminary research data. And what can we learn about this? We don't have the heavy machinery, so we can't do a survey. We know that it has a relatively low hazard rating. The only major problem with it is that it's just alone. So we can make it into its own super, like, Star Fortress with like high command, but at the same time it's just not going to be able to survive on its own against expeditions and such. So we now have a little bit of money. What else is there for us to do? So we murdered these two people. Well, we killed them, assassinated them. There's this one. He's the opposite direction of us. There's this one, and there's that one. I don't think we want to fight this one. We could probably get away with it, but that would just be way too many ships. We could go after him, but at the same time, it's just not really going to be great for us to get there. So let's make our way back home. Actually, let's try to make our way to Tile if we can. So we killed the bloody pirates. There's something over here. What is that? Domain era probe. Well, are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pekin? It's time for some star diving. So we have the derelict domain era ship location, and we're going to salvage some stuff out of the probe. Okay, so what about that domain era probe ship location? Where is that? It's way up there. It could be useful to us. There's an orbital habitat down there. We could to the new conclave system. It'll be a pain to get there. We need to come in through here and then slide up that way. We could potentially slide out here and then get out. So we'll see what we can do. Oh no, we could salvage that, couldn't we? Oh well. Alas. Okay, so if we go in a straight line, we'll have problems. So let's try to slide through here and not get torn up too much. We have plenty of gas and plenty of supplies, so I'm not too worried about that. Who's that? Let's go. So we're able to slide out here, and hopefully we can make our way to that domain era, that domain ship. All this deep hyperspace. Very interesting stuff. Alright, so we are making a nice little bit of money every month now. What's this? High warning beacon. I wonder what the warning beacons are for. I mean, I know what they're for. But yeah. It'll be interesting to finally get to that aspect of the game in a bit. But I want to get my colony established first, and then we'll make our way over there and do that. So let's go to this fringe point first. What is this? A derelict kite shuttle. So, making a preliminary assessment, your salvage cruise finds a single occupant sleeper pod. Still running backup power. Let's open it up. Thawing process complete. The pod opens up and contains an experienced officer who joins you out of gratitude of being rescued. Alright then. Let's salvage it. And we have a new officer to apply to our fleet. So, let's put that officer... What are you good at? Looks like fighting. So, let's put you on our missile frigate. There we go. And now, since we're here, let's go to the star and do our remote survey. What is this? Ah, domain error probe. Very nice. But first off, let's do a preliminary of everything. Okay. So, black mass, toxic world, cryovolcanic world, those would be usually pretty nice. Alright, so let's look at this domain error probe. We explore it. There are some automated defenses. As I said originally, domain era defenses aren't particularly great, so we can most likely get rid of these with just the drovers. The 3 drovers might actually be a bit overkill. So, let's see what we've got. Let's engage this one. Alright, well, that was easy. Probably the 3 drovers was overkill. So we pick through the wreckage, and as your fleet finishes mopping up the defenses, a hyperwave ping is detected. Okay, so I don't know what the hyperwave ping is, but we did get some. We did get an AI core from it, so that's good at least. What is this? It's a survey ship. Our ship's looking on repairs. Let's not, because I don't know how big that is going to be. There's something over here, so let's check that out. It seems to be in orbit of this planet. What are you? Another domain error probe. So the automated defenses, still not particularly great stuff. Let's see what happens with, let's see if one drover can handle it. Just out of curiosity, can one drover handle these probes? Handle these defenses? I'm expecting them to be able to, but you never know. And it's looking like the answer will be yes. But they did seem to, yeah, they didn't even mop up all the defenders, so. Alright, so. Guess I will get this one. Yeah, they're super weak. Coming around them. Okay. Alright, and that's it. So, one drover does the job. Pick through the wreckage, take all their stuff. That hyperwave ping again. Alright, so there just isn't really a whole lot of a defense of those. So what can we do to salvage here? Okay, not a whole lot to take. Alright guys, let's go check out this domain era salvage ship and see what we find there. But guys, that will be next time. So leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think about the game so far. Tell me what you think about the Let's Play. Tell me what you think about my fleet. And leave all that in the comments. Whatever you want to say. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Ring that bell. And I will see you guys next time on Starsector. Bye.